Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Barony. This is episode 2. Last time we ended with a pretty disastrous demise at the hands of an unexpected giant minotaur. Let's see if we can avoid that this time. We are going to be male again because I'm male. Not that that means much. And then we are going to be... shall we be warrior? Shall we be rogue? We were warrior last time. Although it says the rogue is actually a hard character, I think the rogue is the one I've got the furthest with. I think. Although it could be the wanderer. Low in armor and combat ability, but well equipped for the dungeon. So he has lots of stuff. Let's try the rogue. It does say hard, but let's give it a go. Last time we were high watch because he's the one who looks the most like me. Whoa! Okay, that was unexpected. Apparently, if you press my volume down button, it exits back to the title screen. So, note that, Barony players. Don't turn your volume down. Okay, let's be Firebrand. Look at that face. You wouldn't want to fight that face, would you? That's the face of an angry man yawning. And we are going to be called Bob. We'll play single player again. At some point I'd like to try the multiplayer, possibly even on camera, depending on whether I can get someone I know to play it with me. But for now, single player. Another mortal at my doorstep. Okay. So we have 3 serviceable +0 lockpicks. I suddenly feel like I'm playing Morrowind. A hood. Leather gloves. Bubbly potions of sickness. Probably don't want to drink those. I wonder if we can throw them. Let's right click and see what our options are. Ooh, crap. I forgot about that. You actually have to hold the right click to select your option. And I think if you just tap the right click, it chooses the top option from the list, which is a little worrying. So we can't throw it, but we can wield it. So it's... I don't know, it's a little bit odd. That we have potions of sickness. I mean, what are we supposed to do with them? I guess maybe there's a potion mixing mini-game or something. I don't know. For now, though, we don't need any of that stuff. So, let's grab a couple of torches and move on. This guy feels a lot faster than the previous one. Maybe it's an illusion because I haven't played in a little while, but it feels faster. He does. I can hear rats.
Well, good luck, human.
Now, apparently the previous episode was a little dark, so I might up the brightness slightly in the editing stage here. But I didn't want to brighten it too much, because then I'll have people going, "Oh, you didn't see that thing that was right ahead of you, it's really obvious," and I'll have to make the point that... Whoa, okay. And I'll have to make the point that, in fact, I couldn't see it because my display was darker than the video. But don't want to go down that road. Fresh meat. I think the rest are just helmets and spears and things. Don't necessarily want those. Campfire is always a bit worrying. It's so inviting. I mean, look at that. Look at how homely that looks here in this dangerous dungeon. But campfires, of course, mean visibility. Visibility of us as well as for us, which is not necessarily what we want. I can still hear rats, but let's hide over here in this little secluded corner and read the book we just picked up. See what that is. Giantism, Volume 1. Giantism is a unique phenomenon which has only recently come under observation from the Guild of Knowledge in the Hall of Wizardry. Before Guildmaster Gregory initiated research on the subject 25 years ago, Giantism was little more than a legend passed among the residents of Hamlet. That's right, only people in this village have heard of Giantism. The most common stories were of rats 10 times their natural size, lumbering hominids twice the size of a man. Okay. The exact cause of the creature's gigantic scale is unclear. Okay, so there are giant things. Let's chuck this away, don't really want it. Although actually, it does say it's worth 9 gold, so maybe it's worth hanging on to it in case we come across a shop. As I recall, we didn't see a single shop in the previous video, but they are fairly common usually. That's a lockpick. Decrepit lockpick. Decrepitness is the quality I look for in my burglary tools. Note for any police watching this, I don't actually burgle. You know, need that disclaimer there. Come on, come on. Oh, that was close. Don't be bleeding. We're not bleeding. Okay. If we had been bleeding, that could well have killed us just then. With only 2 points of health left. So, we're currently wielding, not weeding, we're not digging it out of the garden. We're currently wielding a 1+0 bronze sword. And that's an iron sword. It's probably better. It could be cursed for all we know. But I'm going to take a gamble on it. You might notice, if we hover like that, you get the term appraise appearing as an option. I'm actually not entirely sure what that does, because that wasn't in the alpha version. It seems that you activate it as you walk around, look, like this. Now we are appraising, and we can move around while the iron sword is appraising, which is kind of interesting. But I don't know exactly what it does. I assume it's something to do with value. Oh, is it kind of... Alright, it's kind of an identification thing. Alright, that's interesting. Fair enough. Useful to know. And the appraisal process goes on while you're walking around. You don't have to stand on the spot or anything. So I would assume that if you find something you think might be valuable, like a gem or something, you can actually determine whether it's worth continuing to carry it with you by appraising it. And if you find that it's worth nothing, you might want to be rid of the bulk. Okay. Might have to get a torch out here. Number 4. There we go. It was just getting too dark. It was becoming difficult to navigate. Oh, dead end. These dead ends. Barony's full of them. Alright. So, looking at the mini-map, we need to head down to the southern-ish sort of end of the map here. Okay, that's just a rock. Sightings of the Lich. Well, let's unequip our torch, so we don't squander it while we're reading, and then have a quick look at Sightings of the Lich. Recorded by Lung E. Rowe. I don't know if that's meant to be a pun or something. If so, I don't see it. Deep down in the mines is the Lich, formerly the ruler of Hamlet, Baron Herx, who ruled Hamlet tyrannically and was punished to an eternity. Punished with an eternity, I think, would be better grammar. Or sentenced to an eternity. Grammar correction, let's play. In the mines, however, whilst locked down here, he evolved into a Lich. No one quite knows how, but it's confirmed that he's real. Confirmed by who? I thought everyone got killed down here. Upon my arrival in Hamlet, a talk with the locals suggests that everyone senses the presence of the Lich. I was there the day we locked him way down there. No thing could survive down there, so it must be Herx, it must be. Nothing could survive down there, therefore he has survived down there. Nice logic, people of Hamlet. I got to meet the one person who claims to have seen the Lich and lived to tell the tale. He was tall, pale, very, very pale, with yellowish teeth and eyes that haunt me to this day. I'm pretty sure that person taught me textiles at school. He was floating around, and I could tell it was Herx by his face. Magic, demons flying out of nowhere. Yeah, all sounds pretty grim. We're becoming hungry, so we're going to have to scoff some of our food. I will try the cream pie. You're not quite full. That's annoying. However, it does seem to have staved off our hunger, at least for now. Finding a lot of dead ends around here. It's becoming a little bit irritating. So, let's... Oh, another one. Okay. So, if we head right-ish... I'll get my torch out again. Okay. What's that? A shield of some sort? Don't really want that. I mean, it's very easy to fall into a junk hoarding pattern in Barony, because when you do... Aha, the exit. When you do come across a shop, you can sell off any extraneous crap for cash. So it's very easy to just grab everything you come across and hoard it for later, in case you get a chance to sell it. But you can become overburdened very, very easily, I find. So I try to resist the urge to just pick up any old thing for purely the monetary value. Okay, don't need a chair. That boulder worries me. That suggests there's a boulder trap somewhere. It may have already been triggered. The very first time I played the full retail version of Barony, I was killed by a boulder just inside the door of the first floor. And it was unceremonious and brief, and I kind of went, right, thanks for that, Barony, so glad I purchased you. But as it turned out, it was just a little bit of beginner's bad luck. Journal entry 4. Alright, let's put the torch away and have a quick look at the journal. Finding a lot of books, actually. I'm surprised at how many books there are here. I'm not bothered about reading the poem right now. The journal might have something interesting in it. We're all dying down here, having to... Oh, it's that one where he wishes people would eat dirt. We saw that in the last episode. Alright, probably going to have to eat this meat in a second. Because we are getting hungry again. But we haven't found much else in the way of food, so I'm a little bit reluctant to squander the food we do have. The adventurer who went to hell. Alright. Oh, enemy. It might be worth trying to pop that enemy with a bow. So, let's do this. Yeah! Okay, the bow doesn't do very much damage. That's a lesson learnt. But it also prevented me taking any hits, so that's nice. Looks like you can't recover arrows. I don't know if you even have a limited supply. You might have unlimited arrows. Yeah, it looks like that might be the case. Okay, we're starting to get weak from hunger, so we're going to have to eat this meat. Number 5. There we go. That meat hit the spot. That's what's... No, I'm not going there. That's not what she said. The fountain dries up. The fountain blesses your equipment. That's nice. What about you? You can no longer see yourself. Okay, so we are invisible. What about you? Can I drink from you? Yes, it just refreshed me. Alright, so we need the exit, which is here. Let's go. There was probably a bit more of level 1 to explore, but I was done with it. You may remember, my pet hungers for human flesh. That'll be the Minotaur, so we need to not dawdle too long, because I suspect we can't beat that Minotaur. It one-shotted us last time. Spellbook, that's good. Here's a shop. Excellent. So, first, check for chests. In the alpha version, shops occasionally contained chests with free stuff in them. Okay. Adrian's fine staves. Incidentally, I like the shop music. So what can we sell to Adrian? We can probably sell him Giantism. I don't know if he'll buy it, but we can try. No. We can only sell him staves. Well, I don't think we even have a single staff, so better just go. Okay. A gem? That's alright. But again, we don't want to hang around too long and end up just attracting the attention of the Minotaur. You may remember, I started to say this before, until I was interrupted. You may remember that in the previous video, I came to the conclusion that we had spent too long exploring because food became such an issue. We could break through that door, but I don't necessarily want to do that. Another spellbook. Okay. The exit could be behind one of those doors, but at the moment I'm basically just trying to cover as much ground as I can in the hope of finding the exit so we can escape from the Minotaur. Because I really do not want to be Minotaured in the face like last time. Crap, that's a troll. They tend to be pretty tough. Oh, but there's a chest behind him. Okay, let's bow the troll, shall we? See, he's pretty tough. He's probably going to reach us before we take him down with our arrows. Oh, okay. The bow breaks. That's a thing that happens, apparently. I didn't know that. If I'd known that, I might have saved the bow for later on. As it stands, we are completely destroyed. And there's the Minotaur, which just completely obliterated the troll. This Minotaur is going to be an issue. Let's just restart, so we'll be a rogue again. Couple of torches. And head inside. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do about that Minotaur, because judging by the fact that it turned up right then, we would have been killed in a few seconds anyway. I'm not sure how best to exit floor 2 in a timely fashion. Because, you know, you can only find the exit by exploring. And if you're unlucky with the location of the exit, then... Oh, crap! I caused a zombie to appear. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so if you're unlucky with the location of the exit on the Minotaur floor, then I guess you're just dead. So it seems like that would come down to a bit too much luck, but maybe not. Maybe you just have to really, really hurry. Or maybe it's entirely possible to kill the Minotaur. But fighting that giant one-hitting thing seems like a tall order for the second floor of the game. This rogue is rubbish. Okay, let's go back to the main menu and select a slightly sturdier character. Let's go back to a warrior who we were using in the previous video. And will be High Watch. And this one is going to be called Stan. Single player, yes. In we go. So, we're a lot slower, but we do have better weapons, a shield, that kind of stuff. And we should be just physically sturdier than the rogue as well. It does feel kind of like we're not even moving after zooming around like Doom Guy when we were the rogue. A mace. I have no idea if the mace is any good. Oh wow, okay, this is bad. This is bad. I think there's something behind us as well. Oh no, it's a chair. That's alright. The rat's seen us. Oh, not a rat! Why can't I attack? Okay, that was weird. I don't know if we were paralysed or something, but I literally couldn't attack then. Okay, we did check out that chest. So, let's pick up the meat. Rat meat. Try this. Magic staff. Magic staff. Boots. I don't want the flawed rock. Who keeps a rock in a chest, anyway? Alright, so let's stand in here and check out our stuff. The boots, of course, could be cursed. I don't know if... Oh, accidentally put them on. I meant to appraise them. I don't know if appraising actually reveals the cursed, uncursed, etc. status of these items. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. We'll soon see. If that skeleton doesn't... No, I was going to say if that skeleton doesn't turn round, I think we'll just avoid it. Because although we are a fighter, or warrior class, we probably don't want to fight everything we come across. Okay, number 5 to get our torch out. Maybe it's just me, but it feels like the warrior is actually taller than the rogue as well. Maybe that's the boots. I guess that could be a thing. Do boots make you taller in Barony? Anyway. Yeah, I'm sure we've actually become taller since we put those boots on. Maybe we're levitating or something. They could be levitating boots, I guess. I don't know if that's a thing in this game. Okay. And what's that? Mouldy cheese. Okay, in the previous video we picked up something that looked like that and it was meat. This time it's cheese, which at least makes a little bit more sense. So, presumably in the previous video it was cheese disguised as meat, which is just all kinds of unpleasant. Okay. Did we look in here? I don't remember. No. Serviceable sling. I'll take it. I don't think I've used a sling before, but you never know when it might be useful. I mean, we do still have a bow, but as we saw with the rogue, the bow will break if you use it too much. The same is probably true of the sling, although I don't think I've ever tried using a sling. We might actually need rocks if we plan to use the sling. I don't know if that's how this works, but we'll experiment with that should the opportunity and the need arise. Okay. Now, I'm not too worried about over-exploring this first floor because we're not going to have to contend with a Minotaur popping up out of nowhere. But of course we are going to have to contend with getting hungry. So although I'm not over-concerned about it, it is still something to bear in mind. We don't want to spend an age roaming around this floor. So let's try and head for some unexplored territory over here. The mini-map is absolutely indispensable, because it would be far too easy to get lost and forget where you've gone without the use of the mini-map. Okay, I think that's more cheese. Cheese. Mouldy cheese, no less. Mouldy cheese formerly disguised as mouldy meat. Okay. You know, it's a pretty bad cheese when it can be mistaken for meat. That's just nasty. Okay, so nothing so far. Most of the empty space we haven't explored is over here to the sort of northeast side of the floor, so we should probably try more boots. Decrepit boots. Not really what I'm looking for, but okay. Anything? Nothing. What about this end? Anything over here? Alright, get off the lever! A scroll. Okay. Well, maybe I should try out some scrolls. Some scrolls that appeared, at least in the alpha version, are things like create food. The scroll of create food is really, really good. Very useful. So let's give these a try and see. Light. And my leather helm glows black. Which I assume means that scroll actually cursed our headgear, which is not at all what I was looking for. You feel observant, wise, personable, various other things. That's good, although not necessarily the qualities I value the most as a warrior. Another scroll, so I might just try this one too. Where is it? There it is. Leather helm glows blue, so hopefully that means it's been uncursed again, and whatever damage was done has been reversed, I would assume. I like the clattering noise when the skeletons die. I don't know whether it's meant to be the items they're carrying dropping on the floor, or whether it's their bones clattering, but it's a nice touch. Oh! Apparently we actually passed the exit somewhere over here. I can see it flashing on the mini-map. Where is it? There it is! So let's descend. And yeah, we're definitely higher up. That ladder was right in front of our face. Did we finish appraising our boots? We did. Excellent steel boots. It doesn't say they're making us fly or anything. Let's experiment with this. Yeah. Aha! The decrepit boots don't make us tall, but they are cursed, so we can't take them off. So I assume the other boots are in fact something like boots of levitation, which is pretty interesting. But we do need to get rid of these boots. Somehow. Because they're decrepit. I don't want decrepit things on my feet. But that, I'm afraid, is a challenge for next time. So until then, thanks for watching as always, and rejoin me for the next episode when we'll try and deal with this boot problem and hopefully not be killed by a Minotaur. So until then, bye for now.